Hey, how's everyone doing? Haven't made a video in a while, so I figured I'd make one this morning. This one's about cheap Chinese parts. I was going to do a tune-up on my truck here, an old 80 C10, and it was running okay. It's just just checking over things, and I was like, I just put some new wires on it. So I got to looking on eBay, just looking around, I saw they had a whole distributor with a cap, rotor, all electronics, plug wires and plugs, everything, and for about $100. I'm like, yeah, I might as well do. I'll just do that. Okay, so I got it. Went to put it in, and for one thing, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the distributor doesn't go down all the way. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, it doesn't go down all the way. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just tighten it up, and that'll hold it. This one doesn't come with a gasket; it has an O-ring on it, and so I tightened it up, and it run good. On my way home from work, it was just running worse and worse and worse. And I got to the house, and see how loose the distributor is. It won't hold it down. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to fool with that, So, because obviously, so I took it back out and measured it against the old one, and sure enough, it's that much longer, So anyway, but it did run good until it didn't. But anyway, so this is Saturday morning, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna fix this thing, because I haven't drove it in probably a couple weeks. I've been driving my Camaro back and forth to work, which I don't mind doing that, but I like my old truck. So it's about 8:30, something like that, Saturday morning. So anyway, so I started taking it apart. I pulled the cap off, and I found this. This is a new rotor now. All this stuff was new. It had melted the top of this rotor. I'm like, okay, well, that ain't no good. And it's just real thin, cheap plastic inside the cap. Oh, this thing come with a coil and everything. They made it look good, but it's just, look at all that. I just put that on. Not, and drove it home, and that's what it did. There's pieces of plastic in there where it melted the rotor and everything, So, lesson learned. But yeah, I'm not doing it again. I'm putting the old reliable back in it. I'm gonna have to put another rotor on it. It's I probably could clean it up, but I'm just gonna get a new one. The cap is new. I put that on there not too long ago, but it's still in good shape. Just needs a little cleaning up. Actually, this one's been on there I put this on there right after I bought the truck. And that's September. September was 2 years I've had this truck. And anyway, that's 2 years, right? That's acceptable. That's what they look like. This is the cap's made by Standard. You could tell a difference in the weight in these components. That's good stuff. This isn't. This weighs half of what that weighs. Yeah, that's 2 years. That's from Charlotte to here in my house in Huntersville. That's 15 miles. 15 miles. So. And this middle of that looks like it's starting to melt too. Anyway, yeah, I'm not telling anyone how to spend their money, how not to spend their money. If you're on a budget, sometimes we got to do what we got to do. But you be money ahead. You just get good stuff, and But that's what happens. You take a chance, and that's what happens. All right, that's what's going on in my world. Hope everything is great and wonderful in yours.